Welcome back. WeArEuS, and this is Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous. We find ourselves back in Areelu's laboratory. We already cleared the place out, but since we picked up the key from Eyes, I figured I would come here and see what would happen if I did this. I did this after the episode ended yesterday, and I figured this wouldn't be anything big. Maybe she'd just talk about something and that would be that, and it wouldn't really matter. Turns out, it opens a doorway. Now, last time I tried this, I went all the way to the right, but then it reset me. Well, it reset Darren here. I don't know why. So we'll just take a left.
A person can be in possession of the greatest treasure and never understand its worth. A person can live the happiest days of their life and not know that it will come to an end.
Cool story, bro. The cradle is creaking as if it is quietly humming a tune. It's empty. A flower that was clearly picked somewhere in the forest and diligently but clumsily potted. Oh, there's more stuff to investigate. A lot of stuff. Handwritten and artfully illustrated textbook on magic. The margins are filled with doodles, clearly done out of boredom. Judging by the writings and explanatory notes, this is a teaching aid. An old map. Seems to depict a region of Sarkoris before the opening of the wound. It has roads, rivers, and bridges marked on it, as well as numerous notes such as hunters spotted in spring, avoid, guards caught a witch on 3 Rova, nothing suspicious since, and high road, groups often move to and from thresholds, avoid. A child's drawings depicting various magical beasts. In a second, more assured hand that clearly belongs to an adult, there are annotations about wingspan, diet, and other details. The wooden horse is worn around the area the rider would sit. Note from the box. The handwriting in this note is very similar to that on the pages of the Lexicon of Paradox. I knew you would get through the lock, so I hid the wand of teleportation elsewhere. I thought we agreed no excursions to the outside world until after your transmutation lesson. Well? Well, before we go that way, let's make sure there's nothing else going on here.
When planting a seedling, give it soil, space, and moisture. Nothing can grow in cramped captivity.
Day whatever, experiments, I'm in Mob's lab messing around with reagents. The circle is almost ready. I think I just need to place the vial with the summoning formula here. Let's see what happens. This is going to be fun. And he ends up summoning a goddamn Baylor. Oh, that was that. Mom, I know you're watching. You would never leave me in danger, would you? But you let me learn things, try things. Thank you, Mom. But one day I will sneak out without you noticing and do everything my way, and probably die for it. Yoink. Now to make sure we aren't missing anything. Oh, hold on. There's another door here. The keyhole on this door is surrounded by magical symbols. It seems that only a special key can open it. Unfortunate.
Questions, questions. What is to be done with vanquished foes? What is to be done with treacherous friends? I know the answers to these and to many more questions.
I'm just going to call it, I'm just going to say Setri Devamai. I think that looks like a key. What's this? Interrogation records. The prisoner was asked 3 questions. What was the source of her sinful power? Who taught her the craft? And what deeds was she intending to pursue by using it? Having not received an answer, the interrogator called first for the use of simple means of loosening a criminal's tongue, but for the more intricate tools to be kept in clear view also, for the purposes of intimidation. When these measures failed to produce results, denunciation, yoink, right through the bars. There was something else, wasn't there? Yeah, I was right. Code of the Hunters of Threshold. Keeper of Sarkoris, its protector, gaze of the ancestors and gods upon me. The ghost standing before you used to be a tall man, built like a warrior, but death has twisted his features and bent his back. His eye sockets are empty, his body mutilated, and his face a mask of insanity. Forgiveness. I beg forgiveness. Nobody else should suffer for what I've done. I had to protect the people of Sarkoris. I killed. Who are you, ghost? My name is Setri Devamai of the Foundlast clan. I'm a witch hunter. The The first hunter of Threshold. I chased them, found them, fished them out of their holes, their hidden lairs, broke their spells, crushed their defenses. The first, the best. I fought entire covens by myself. I led an army of my brothers in arms to battle, but then this death I killed. If only I hadn't killed. What are you seeking forgiveness for? Only half of our unit returned. A nasty fight. We thought the witch would be alone. I didn't know I killed, but I had no idea who I was killing. What are you talking about? I'm pretty sure I've got the idea. Insects chittering, squirming, eating out my eyes. I can see through them, yes I can. Although they're no longer in my sockets, they eat, and I watch until the end. Do you recognize this, Hunter? This is my hand. How stern its grip was. Men and women knew it, witches and sorcerers alike. It was not my hand, it was the hand of Sarkoris itself. Okay. As if awakened by your voice, the ghost raises his head and speaks in the assertive tone of someone accustomed to giving orders. I am Setri Devamai of the Foundlast clan, the first hunter of Threshold, protector of Sarkoris. I am the witch's nemesis, the best hunter of my land. I received an order to capture the witch Areelu Vorlash, and I carried out that order. I brought her to Threshold as a prisoner. I killed the witch's accomplice. I killed him. If I were to actually fight this guy, does he drop actual loot, or is that... I don't want to fight anyone that doesn't give me anything. I don't need XP anymore. I just need goodies. So she imprisoned the soul of the guy who killed her son in whatever this place is. I mean, it seems totally justified to me. I mean, her son was an idiot, but what kid isn't? I'm sure what got this guy onto their trail was the fact her son was trying to experiment without her supervision. She was aware of the Hunters of Threshold, but I guess she was trying to keep him unaware of that fact, so he just kept doing bigger and bigger experiments, which eventually caught their attention and led to this guy being imprisoned here. Well, I always did say I was never actually a kind person. I was just someone who did what was necessary. You used to execute and imprison Sarkorian mages. Now you will remain imprisoned forever. It is only just. You refuse to forgive me. The ghost hunches his shoulders, utters a woeful moan, and retreats through the stone walls of his cell. Thick smoke rises from the brazier before you. In its curling haze, you can see a pale, haggard face with a bleeding spiral carved into its forehead. Opon. I remember that name. Anyway, who disturbs my restless vigil? A friend, a foe? It doesn't matter. I haven't spoken with someone in so long I'd be happy to hear the sound of any living voice. Who are you? In life, my name was Opon. I was a talented spellcaster, one of the most powerful in the land of Sarkoris. I was also the most arrogant. I believed I could always escape from the Hunters of Threshold and that my talent would never fail me. What a hollow, misguided belief. The Hunters eventually caught me and locked me in this cursed prison, and I died within its walls. Now I'm here, bound to this brazier for all eternity, in a place that looks like the cell where I spent 10 years of my life and died. Oh, that's who Opon was. He's the one who told them about Areelu. We just picked up his note a short bit ago. I've seen the letter of denunciation signed by you. Yes, I informed on her. I told the guards about the ritual she was working on. I tried to prevent the inevitable, but it was too late. That was a I almost had it there. Nope. I haven't heard Retro's voice in a while, so it's hard to remember how to mimic it properly. Anyway, he was just commending the guy for doing his duty. This almost sounds like words of comfort. Not what I expected from you. You seem to have decided that I feel pity for Opon and want to tell him something nice, but pity is the worst of all emotions. I just acknowledge the merits of those who deserve it. How can I help you? Guy who informed on one of his own? A flicker of hope appears in the ghost's eyes. I don't know for sure, but I am bound by a powerful spell and my own uneasy conscience. Both are keeping my soul from going down the path that all souls must follow, but you can try and smash this brazier. Perhaps it will set me free or kill me. I can't imagine anything more horrible than your punishment, but you weren't wrong to denounce her. You were trying to protect our home, Sarkoris, from a great evil. I salute you for your courage. First, let me ask you about something else. This ring of summoning used to belong to you, didn't it? Yes, that is my ring. It's been so long since I felt its cool embrace around my finger. Setri Devermai's wolf took it along with the chunk of my flesh. You repaired it. I'm glad. So you wanted to start a rebellion in Sarkoris? Yes, I did. I didn't want violence, but I guess I knew from the start that it was unavoidable. I just wanted to make everyone admit that we were people too. I wanted them to stop hunting us down and imprisoning us, but great changes never come without bloodshed. You could have stayed hidden much longer if not for your bleeding heart. Yes, people always said I was too sentimental to be a rebel. But without compassion, how would we be any different from our enemies? Or from the evil monsters we were accused of being? Yes, I was caught like a fool, but I have nothing to be ashamed of. Areelu Vorlesh received your letter calling for rebellion.
If only I'd known back then what Areelu would do, I would have declared her my enemy, not the elders of Sarkoris. Her crimes are 100 times more serious, although both stem from the same place, from the violence and anger that our kinfolk used against those who practiced arcane magic. It was Sarkoris' own poison that led to its downfall.
He wasn't a bad guy. So, he'll get to go. Farewell, Opon. You deserve to rest in peace.
Thank you. I don't know what lies ahead of me, the afterlife or oblivion, but either way, thank you.
And like a fart in the wind, he's gone.
There are questions that are better left unasked. There are memories that ought to rouse a storm in your soul. But instead, you look into them and see nothing but emptiness. Unknowing is the worst punishment. Knowing, on the other hand, knowing is eternal, unabated pain.
We will get you one day, betrayer of humanity. Then you'll learn what true punishment and pain are.
Hello.
The image of Areelu projected by the magical device raises her head and looks into your eyes. There is no doubt that this time it's not a recording of another one of her experiments. You wanted me to end up here, didn't you? That's why you led me to find the crystal.
Yes, I did. But I did not drag you here by force. I have never done that. I could give you a hint, prompt you, but never force you. You asked me a question and I answered. Now answer mine. When you were there, standing near the crib inside my ruined home, what did you feel?
Oh, that one. Oh. Oh. I just realized that the house that we first entered in this place was similar to the one that connects to her lab. If I had to, since I have to choose, technically I don't have to choose anything. I could go with the fifth option or the fourth one, I suppose, but sadness, most likely, I guess.
So be it. So be it.
And where are you now, Areelu?
I am where everything began. Threshold. Do not worry, I will not flee when you come here, not again. You will come, won't you? One of us must burn, so that the other may live, and the wound may be eliminated. I have another question for you. The hunter from Threshold. His ghost was imprisoned here. Why did you do what you did to him?
To me, it was just. I get that he had a mission, but that didn't make it right. So, for the sake of justice.
I see. It was not I who killed him, made him a ghost, and imprisoned him here. He took his own life, and his guilty conscience did the rest. And yet he asked you for forgiveness. That is odd. It makes no sense.
It does if Morrow is your child. Which is the only thing that makes any sense when you consider that you split your soul with him. Or maybe I'm just throwing things at a wall to see what sticks. But I don't think I'm far off. Why did you show me all that? Your past. The prison. You want me to pity you.
Pity? Me? I did not throw the country that betrayed me into the demon's maw in order to be pitied. I did not do it even for revenge. I simply made a promise.
Everyone needs to be pitied sometimes. People who say they don't want it seem to need it more than anyone else. Maybe if someone pitied you back then, 100 years ago, there wouldn't be a world wound, or a demon invasion, or any other horrible things.
Indeed. I was the fearsome witch Threshold's hunters were after. I began studying rifts and soul-changing forces long before they knocked on my door. I had no intention of applying such knowledge at the time, but some temptations are nigh onto impossible to resist. And one more thing I'd like to ask you. Why did you do what you did to that little traitor, Opon?
Opon did nothing wrong.
He stabbed me in the back. But I didn't punish him for that, oh no. He was punished for lacking the courage to fight for his own freedom, and for choosing to grovel before his executioners. Now he is an eternal prisoner. What could be more appropriate? It is so odd to realize that I once cared about so many things. That ideas like justice and revenge used to mean something.
I guess that's all we have to talk about then.
Farewell then. Threshold awaits.
We didn't find the key that opened that other door. Curious. Cease your spell casting, sorcerer. You will be brought to Threshold to stand trial, and then he used spells against them. Like I said, he was not particularly bright. And now you know. A furrow in the ground that looks like a wound. Heat from strange undying coals spills out of the opening. When you find yourself next to a strange wound-like furrow in the ground, you feel a chill come over you. Yeah, so I guess I'm right. That's the only thing that explains why she's willing to sacrifice herself, at least in appearance, for Morrow. Morrow isn't just any old person.
Always be ready for the worst.
Yes.
Now, I've come back to this place because we didn't go this way. Last time it was Darren that got sent down there. There we go. Nope, he gets sent back too. Why? No way I could have missed a key. Oh, there's something. A vial of magical formula. The label on the vial reads for summoning. So we didn't see the vial of magical formula last time, and I came all the way back through here, but there's just nothing. But there's still that door. Well, I guess this portal isn't going anywhere, so there is that. But if we do go to Threshold, we might not be able to leave again. But if anyone has the key, it's most likely Areelu's, so I don't know. The gates of Dresden are open wide, and the army that came back from Eyes is standing before you. Hundreds of eyes are watching your triumphant return to the city. The welcoming crowd looks joyful yet hesitant. From time to time, someone breaks into song but quickly falters or starts cheering and sheepishly snobs. The Crusaders of Mendev watch you and your followers with respect, clearly born out of fear. They greet you with a crisp salute.
Welcome. I see you have returned. You once again saved me from death, and our army from inglorious defeat.
The first part was incidental. The second was the one that was intentional.
I cannot call your methods flawless, but there is no denying they brought us victory when almost all hope had been lost. All hail the commander! Long live our hero!
Well, I'm for darn sure not about to salute her. Ugh. Well, none of these are really good, so we'll just go with the first one. You're too kind.
Not at all. You and your efforts are the only reason this crusade has not ended in failure like all the others. But now the crusade must face Threshold. It is time for the final confrontation. The last bloody and decisive battle. Few of us will come back alive. Give us all a few words before you lead us on what is to be our final push.
The Free Crusaders start chanting in unison for a speech, and the rest of Dresden happily joins them. Friends, you know that nothing is impossible. The corruption and demons will be gone, and what we used to call the World Wound will become blossoming fields once more. Only one final push remains, so let us make it together. We are one. Yes, just like real heroes, because we are real heroes. Ivo does a happy little dance. Let's see. I am not sure which one to go with. I'll just go with the first one, I suppose. I wish to remind you, however, I am not an overlord. I am not here to rule, but to aid and inspire you. After we close the wound, I'll let the path of adventure carry me onward. It will lead me away just like it brought me to you. That's right. We need a leader, not a ruler. Lead us, Commander. Someone shouts in the crowd, and the soldiers respond with approving murmurs. The storyteller appears behind you as if from nowhere. The gray-haired elf is nodding in amazement in time with your words and the crowd's joyful cheering.
I have become witness to astonishing things,
He says, despite being blind.
What happens here is more than just a story of a mortal triumph over demons. I now realize that you are not just a leader with unusual powers. You are the living harbinger of change. Indeed, you are so fickle that you have rallied all kinds of different allies to your cause. Your power reminds me of a spring wind. It wipes away the dust and heralds the coming of a new season. I hope we'll get to see it soon. A spring in the lands thought poisoned and long dead.
Of course, if I had become a Bone Lord, none of that would have happened. I wished I could have been a Bone Lord, but a good Bone Lord. Can't have that, though. Okay, I've already cleared out all of the demons and their armies and the forts between, well, I've just cleared them all, so there's nothing impeding our trek to Threshold. I just need to get there. For now, I'm going to see if anyone here has anything interesting to say, primarily this piece of trash. Galfrey looks at the towers of Dresden with clear, if slightly sad eyes. Yeah, I don't care about what she's talking about. Of course she's sad. She's not helping in the slightest. In fact, she almost brought everything to a screeching halt because of her stupidity. So of course she looks sad. Ugh. Let's see. I don't care anything about what she's going to be doing. Frankly, I would have let her die. If I could have. I'm pretty sure I could have. Anyway. I'm going to take the vial of... I keep forgetting the name of it. It's vial of... magical formula, that's the word. It shares a name with vial of magical essence, which is frustrating. Anyway, I'm going to go take care of some things in and around Dresden, and then we push to threshold.
What'll it be, man? The bartender asks.
Alright. Alright, so I've probably been recording almost 3 hours, and that's going to bite me in the butt, but I had a bunch of things I needed to check out and look into. Apparently we won't be able to finish the quest for Cellkind anytime soon. Ever, really, because apparently I didn't get the quest for it, even though I remember a missing scout decree. So, whatever. I really don't care. This guy has very little HP left. I'm much less worried about the grown Navasu. So let's intercept him here. Okay. Oh, there are many, many more of them. How about we do this? I actually want to put Morrow here. And then we'll have him use Prismatic Spray later on. Crap. Oh, good, good, good. Okay, lands in a little bit of a... Wait, wouldn't heal fix him? Apparently not.
Retreat is not an option.
Should be able to get Morrow here. What if we do this? So at least 2 of them are insane now. That's good. Let's start off with one of these. and progress to one of. Maybe we should go with Soul Reaver? Fortitude halves it though. Let's see, land needs freedom of movement. That guy's suffering from litany of madness.
You crossed the wrong mountain.
Oh, right, we do have this ability, right? Good, that one's under Fairy Fire. So this place is an area on the map known as Bone Hills. I'm only here because... What? I don't understand. I'm only here because... I mean, it was on the way to Threshold, so why not? There might be something good here. Oh, I didn't actually expect him to do any damage, considering how much his level has been decreased. Excuse me for doubting you. There's another one all the way in the corner. Weird. Certain land had been targeted with the innovation spell, but I guess I'm just wrong.
You won't survive me.
Right, I did pick up something else I wanted land to use. I forgot to put that on though. This guy's armor class is 63.
Kneel before me.
Let's just put a... Really? His stats are way too high. I see how it is. You want to be dispelled? Get dispelled. He failed to dispel anything. Great. Yeah, this one's armor class is insane too. Well, in for a penny, in for a pound. Yeah, we like that. This is a normal Nabasu, so he can deal with that. How do we deal with this guy? I don't think Morrow has anything for this. I'll gobble you up. I'll suck the marrow out of your bones. Okay. Guess I'll take the debuffs off of him. 10 negative levels are lost or regained. I don't know why this one's... Oh! That's why he's just sitting in the corner. He was polymorphed. Thanks to what's-its-face, the improved prismatic spray. I told you, that's just nasty. Yeah. Rachel, if you don't mind.
This one's mine.
What do you mean we're not done? Great. Oh, right. There's this guy.
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
God, it's another executor.
If I had known what it was, I would have used that freaking spell on it. And smite evil. God dang it. I think I'll actually wait until we can move Darren up. Then we'll have her use True Seeing. Okay, good. There's a door.
I'm done with you.
Still, I'd rather that it be running away than casting Innervation and all of that other annoying crap that it has. Its spell resistance isn't that high.
Press the attack!
Not a one. Finally. And she had to crit it to make that happen. Oh, great. So we only went through all of this for more pieces to the puzzle I'm not actually going to be dealing with. And to get a weapon called the Peacemaker, apparently. There's nothing here. Well, that's going to be a slightly disappointing end to this video. However, next episode we will be dealing with Threshold, because I'm not dealing with anything else. We're very close to the end. Regardless, I hope you guys have enjoyed yourselves and everything you've seen here. We will be back tomorrow with another episode. So,
With all that said, we will see you next time.
Crusade!